the Creator, the same force of unity, where we are in the center, in the world of Ein Sof, and from there we have distance, we have descended to our external world. That same source influences us, for better and for worse. This is how it confuses us. As it is written, thou shalt have me for behind and before. What is Achor and Kedem, behind and before me? He writes, Achor ve'Kedem tzartani, meaning in the appearance of the Creator, because indeed only He rules, and everyone would attain that only He is the one governing, and then the term of time disappears, and then the difference between past, present and future, because if there's one force, there's nothing to change. Everything is in a complete rest, and it comes gradually to the extent that we are uniting with Him. We are not losing our control over reality. We are not becoming these zeros. We are becoming like Him. And Him and us are becoming as one. Adults dominating the same single force. It's not that one cancels the other, the Creator cancels the creatures, or the creatures cancel the Creator. When I advance towards Him, I come close to Him, I'm not cancelled. My ego is cancelled. However, I am becoming like the Creator and reaching adhesion with Him on an equal degree. And I discover that also prior I was under the governance of that single force. However, that single force was concealed intentionally in order for me to acquire that force by myself, for me to wake up, raise as individual and as independent. And to the extent that I become independent and adult, He become as a partner for me, and we are hugging and growing. So every time I acquire independence over my ego in connection with a group, as I build myself in such way, I discover within us the Creator, and we are connecting together, adhering together. And one needs to understand that there is none else but Him. I mean, the Creator forces him to do all the good deeds, but since a person is not yet worthy of knowing that the Creator obligates him, therefore the Creator clothes Himself in clothings of other people, as if they exist around the person, by which the Creator performs those actions over that person. And it seems to us that around us are many people that influence us in many manners, and we have to react towards them, respond to them. And should we? And that's only in the group, not in the outer world, not in the external world. If we begin to treat everyone as the presence of the Creator, to the manifestation of the Creator in respect to us, we begin to study, to learn how to come to know Him. Means a person see people's face, however, you have to believe that behind people's faces stands the Creator and perform those actions. The Creator perform these exercises, these teachings with us. In actions, we are calling as ascents and descents. Once we're feeling closer to Him, we have elation, elevation. This world, what importance does it have comparing to spirituality that is eternal and wholeness and everything? And once the other way around, this world is important than spirituality, I don't know, where is it? It's gone. Meaning, in our sensation, either one rise or the other. According to one elevates, the other one drops, and vice versa. And then we determine the name of ascents and descents according to the importance. Spirituality is important, we say ascent. Corporality is important. In comparison with spirituality, we call it descent. Then Rabash tells us that when a person receives a descent on the way to the Creator and a desire to bestow departs from him, and he remains unconscious of spirituality, when he feels, however, without spiritual awareness, meaning he understands that he has no spiritual awareness. It's not that he's completely out, completely unconscious like the people in the street. Rather, he feels he has no spiritual life. Then, this is what is called a descent. If we living spirituality altogether, even though we do not feel that spirituality even exists in the world, this is not even death. Death is also a sensation that I'm spiritually dead. Rather, this is remain the beast only. So when a person senses he has no spiritual life, then when he recover and begin to feel that now he only draw livelihood from the desire to receive itself, nevertheless this is recognition of his state in respect to a certain spiritual illumination, and accordingly he measures himself. Then again he begins to search how to bestow, meaning it always occurs to us, and it must happen between the degrees. Say we were in a certain spiritual state. We fell down to a state where we are as a beast here, meaning this is entirely this world. Ha'olam hazeh, this world. And then we ascend to a state of spiritual death, whereby I feel I have no spirituality. And then from here, I begin from the sensation that I do not have, meaning I have that state, and then shines upon this state of mind. On that degree, there's already a certain illumination from above, or of the surrounding light, or mekif. Then from here onwards, I begin to search how to wake up. And in order for him to have a need to bestow, he is given from above the descent, meaning we need to fear those states. Here there has to be fear. I have to be to truly be afraid of remaining in a state of spiritual unconsciousness, below that degree where the light slightly shines. Because in the state I'm here, only in the animalistic, corporeal life of mine, I don't control it. My relationship to spirituality, my attitude. I'm like the rest of the people. And no one can sign for me, guarantee when will I be back in spirituality. Therefore, I must have an environment here, a group. All right, group. Because only if there is this next to me, if I wake up according to the alarm clock, whether I want it or not, where the habit becomes a second nature, when I'm incapable, unable, just can't miss the lesson, when I must call the friends, I must perform some task in dissemination, I'm in a certain learning center course, or I must establish in our life a framework that is bounded by place, time, and my work. Then that necessity, those obligations, that obligation that is established according to data of this world, as place, movement, and time, will obligate me, will force me to return to the same degree from which onward I can feel my relationship to spirituality. Otherwise, no one guarantees a person that he will fall and will return again. Therefore, a person is given the descent several times for the person to feel the need for the environment, the fear of losing the spiritual livelihood, and if he does not arrange to the extent he was given such states, the environment, the group, work, lesson, and more, he'll leave. This is a sign that although he was given awakening from within, he is not worthy yet of advancing, because the advancement is only through the environment. And indeed, this is how he remains. Maybe in a few years he will receive another awakening, and maybe in the next incarnation. Meaning, we are getting these descents in order to correct. Therefore, no one knows whether he will be given another opportunity to ascend and descend, rise and fall, and get organized with a group, with work, dissemination, and so on. So one should do it as quickly as possible. This is called a chisaron, a kli that we build for spirituality. Abash writes further, and in order for him to have the need to reach spirituality, to bestow, do not forget to interpret correctly every word, every term in its spiritual context. He is given from above the descent in order for him to have the need to advance. For without a true need of his own, one is incapable of receiving what he needs to receive in his ascent to spirituality.